Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. I just got home from NXT Aftershock live in Sacramento here, day 2, at the Aftershock, radio, I don't know, what big old rock and roll concert, I guess you can say. As we were sitting there waiting for the second show tonight, we were watching Hell in the Cell on my buddy Mario's phone. We didn't have the best connection, but the show kicked off and we all saw that Alberto Del Rio was the surprise guy to come out to fight John Cena, and honestly, we were all really surprised. At one point, the picture cut out on Mario's phone, but the audio would still continue to play just with a WWE logo right in the middle of the screen. So we were all huddled around like it was back in the 50s, listening to like, the radio and things like that. And it just was crazy as we listened to the match. Del Rio coming back to WWE, honestly, was a real big surprise, especially with him being introduced by his new manager. And it was like JBL said, these two guys mix like oil and water. Zeb Coulter, of course, was the guy that brought out Jack Swagger and Cesaro, and of course they were going up against Mexico. It was Zeb Coulter that would bring Jack Swagger to Elimination Chamber to win that, to go on to be the #1 contender to fight Del Rio, which was a big USA versus Mexico rivalry that was built up around WrestleMania 29. How Del Rio fits into WWE, I'm not 100% sure. You can know that Del Rio it was about to go back to Lucha Underground. He was a big part of AAA. When I think of this, I think of how surprised I am that Sin Cara sort of screwed now. He just sort of ditched AAA to go and wrestle for, I believe, CMLL, because he was upset that there was a couple guys that came up, but also because of Rey Mysterio, because of Alberto Del Rio. These guys were all in there together. I thought that Del Rio, being able to work for Lucha Underground, being able to work for ROH, being able to work for AAA, being able to go wrestle independents, all across the United States, whoever's paying money, being able to go wrestle in Europe and Australia and all that deal. I thought he was going to be making a ton of cash. I thought there was no way in the world that he'd be going back to WWE, but it is what it is. There's always big-time surprises. Triple H, who I guess is the guy who is going to be able to say he got the job done. I guess we're going to have to listen to Observer Radio tonight to see what Dave says about this. But big surprise with Del Rio coming back to fight John Cena, answering the United States Open Challenge. I'm pumped. Can't wait for the match. Let's see what goes down tonight.